Hey everybody, welcome back to Cooking with the Colonel and the Cadet. What are you laughing at? Yeah, that seems to be the name that's sticking. So welcome back for another one. Now, I've been cooking a lot of stuff that I've been really comfortable with, a lot of savory type things, pork chops and the calzones or strombolis, depending on what you call them. I call them calzones, but apparently they're strombolis. Anyway, I've been real comfortable with that. I'm about to step out into the land of uncomfortable a little bit. Okay, Benjamin, are you scared?
I'm pretty scared.
I am scared too, because I'm stepping out. I'm a little uncomfortable because baking. I'm going to make something sweet. Now, this is something that my mom, this is one of my family's favorites of the things that she made. I've made this a couple of times, but I'm going to try again with the new KitchenAid mixer here. I'm going to try that. So we'll play it by ear, see if it's a little too loud or anything else. But this is a recipe she did for us back in 2010, back in November. So this is before she even started her channel. So we're going to be making a German chocolate cake with a German chocolate buttercream icing over the top. Now, the problems I've had in the past, and we'll talk about that as we go along, the last time I made it, my wife reminded me, because she's never forgotten, it scarred her to this day, because she loves this cake so much that I put the icing on and the cake was still too warm. Benjamin, do you remember that?
I remember that.
It was still good.
It was still good, but it could have been better.
Oh, so I will try to not disappoint you, Benjamin, today, yes. But mostly my wife, because that's really the one I care about. So she's, it's going to be a nice accompaniment. She's planning to make some chicken tortilla soup tonight. So this will be a nice dessert for that. So I'm really looking forward to it. So let's get started without any further ado. First thing we're going to do is I've got a bar of chocolate here. German's sweet chocolate. Is it German? Or is it Germans? Is that a person named German? Or is it the country like Germans, but it would be Germanese?
Maybe it's Germans?
Huh. But it's 48%. How do you say that?
Cacao.
Cacao! 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 Right, so that is German for...
Cocoa.
Cocoa. Is that German, or is that just... Anyway, I don't know. You speak a little German, don't you?
Ein bisschen, yeah.
Okay, wow, there you go. So any folks out there, German descent, you can check Benjamin to see if maybe he's just been lying to us all these years. He really doesn't speak German.
I could just be speaking gibberish.
Gibberish? And we wouldn't know the difference.
You wouldn't know the difference, yeah.
I'm going to just break this part. So it's a 4-ounce box of this 48% cacao.
Cacao.
Which reminds me of the crows that come by our house every morning and wake us up too. That kind of reminds me of that. Anyway, 48%. I'm going to put that in here, and I've got half a cup of water. And I'm going to just put that right over the top. Now I'm going to put this in the microwave. I'm sure that our forebears didn't have that luxury, but you know what? I'm going to put this is a handy little tip. Put a little covering on the top so it doesn't splash around. Now I'm gonna heat it up. I got it on 30-second increments. It should take about 2 minutes for that. I'm gonna let it go 30 seconds, and I'm gonna stir it a little bit. Put that in recycling. And now we're gonna start kind of working on the cake batter itself. So I've got 2 cups of just regular flour. Not self-rising, just all-purpose is fine. And I'm going to put 1 teaspoon of baking soda. Put that right in, just regular old Arm & Hammer baking soda. All right, let's see how this is doing. So 30 seconds, let's check it out, see how we're doing here. Not much happening, so we'll give it another 30 seconds. Heat this up. And then I want to put in a 1/4 teaspoon of salt. And I'm just using this pink Himalayan salt, and I kind of scooped a 1/4 teaspoon out. That's going to go in. I'm going to just take a little whisk and kind of whisk this all together, kind of mix it together. Just like that. And we're going to set this aside because this is going to come later. Okay. Now, got my handy dandy mixer here. Oh, let's check this again. How's this doing? Oh, it's starting to get warm. Let's see if it's starting to melt a little bit now. Okay, so it's getting a little warmer. Chocolate's, yeah, it's starting to. We'll just kind of keep stirring it, mixing it. So we want that chocolate to melt because we're going to put that in our cake batter here in a second. Set this here. Keep mixing. Put this back on the top. Hope everybody's doing okay with all the craziness going on in the world now. This is a nice chance to, I don't know, eat a little sweetness and think of the Germany, I guess, huh?
Yes.
Okay, I got 2 sticks of unsalted butter. I'm going to drop that in. That's been softened. I've had it sitting out now for a while, so it's nice and soft. I'm going to drop that in. Now here's where I start getting nervous, okay? I got my mixer. I'm going to drop it down in here, lock it down. Now it says start slow. All right, now I've got 2 cups of sugar. I'm going to put this in, so let's see how this goes. It says we want to blend this until it gets light and fluffy. Probably going to go faster. Is that too loud, you think, Diane?
I don't think so.
Now see that sugar start to come off of it now and get into that butter. Put it on too fast and it'll start slinging it all over. Seems to be doing all right. All right, check this chocolate again here. That was another 30 seconds. So what's that, a minute and
Minute and a half.
Okay, smell that. It's melting nicely.
You want it to be completely melted?
Yeah, that's what we're looking for. I don't want clumps going into it, so I'm thinking maybe one more 30-second interval. I think might be good. This looks like it's melting up pretty nice. Now I thought about using milk there. That might be something you could try, something different. Maybe a little bit of evaporated milk, or oh, look at that. Clean that up before your mom sees it, huh? Yes. Keep them clean as we go. One more time. How's that butter doing?
Oh, it's kind of sticking to the thing.
Is it?
Yeah.
Now sling this out. It looks light and fluffy, kind of, doesn't it?
Looks light and fluffy to me.
Let's go faster, see what happens. Now it's slinging it out from it. Alright, let's let that keep going. Now over here, one thing it calls for too is 4 eggs separated. Now you remember the old, you know the Three Stooges? Remember that old Three Stooges? You know what I'm talking about? There was an episode of the Three Stooges and Curly was making stuffing for the turkey. And he's reading the recipe and it says 2 eggs separated, and he takes 2 eggs and he goes like that, and then he shoves them in, shell and all, right? It's pretty funny. But what I'm going to do here, I've got 3 already done. I'm going to pull the yolks out, all right? So my technique, one of the things, we're going to save the egg whites because we want to beat these later. What you don't want is you don't want any yolk in your egg whites. So I'm gonna have a whole separate bowl here. I'm gonna crack this open. I've got this nice little handy dandy egg separator from Pampered Chef that wife got years ago, and you just drop it right in, and it just kind of pulls you kind of give it a little bit of a wiggle, and it pulls the yolk off. Actually, the whites come out. And all that's left is the yolk there, see? And then I take it over here to this other bowl, set it in there, and there's my egg white. Pour it in this one, set it to the side. We'll come back to that egg white later. So we're gonna take these egg yolks over here now. Let's check our, well, let me, hands clean. Let's check our chocolate. Go ahead and take this out. So napkin got got down in there a little bit.
Oh no.
Yeah, that's all right. It's all good. So you see how thick it is?
Yes. Oh yeah.
So it's all melted, all in there nice. So we want to keep that. We'll bring that over here, set it to the side. Now that looks light and fluffy, doesn't it?
Yes.
So what I want to do is I want to bring in one egg yolk at a time into this as it goes. Drop that in there. Drop that in there and mix it in. Creaming it up a little bit. Yeah, that looks pretty good.
Why do you do it one at a time?
It says to. So it mixes all in evenly.
Evenly.
Last egg yolk. Okay. All right, next thing we're going to put in is we're going to add a teaspoon of vanilla extract. Okay, so just a regular old vanilla extract. Hopefully we got enough here. This bottle's about had it.
A teaspoon, you said?
Yeah, that's 1 teaspoon. Okay, that's about right. And this chocolate mixture is going to start going in as well. So let's drop that in, get that going. I'm going to add our chocolate mixture in. Now, here's the part where I'm becoming uncomfortable. Now, that's the big question. So I'm going to ask you, Benjamin, since partly I need somebody else to blame if it doesn't work out. So should I just have this going and kind of pour it in, or should I stop it, lift it up, pour it in, and then let it mix? What do you think?
I don't think it matters. I think either way it's all gonna get mixed in there. That's what I think.
I'm a little worried that it's going to splash all around. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and make a call here and lift this up. I'm going to just pour this in. Now I'm going to use my spatula here to try to get most of this up.
Kind of move the bowl out a little if you want.
Well, the bowl locks in.
Oh, it does?
Yeah. Locks into the bottom.
I was not aware of that.
Yeah, this thing's pretty slick.
This thing is some pretty high-tech material here.
Seems that way, doesn't it?
Yes.
Okay, let's try this now. And we'll start it slow so it doesn't sling it all over.
Yeah.
Right? Smells chocolatey and good.
Does smell good.
That's about on the verge of splashing, so that's about as high as I think I can get it. Some of this is up on the side here, so let me kind of use this spatula and kind of push it down on the sides. You can hear that sugar. Hear it? I'm gonna kind of get it off the sides a little bit. Oh, that sounds good.
Sounds good. Sounds sweet.
All right, lock.
That looks good.
All right, now we've got our flour mixture in here. Now what it says to do is we're gonna mix the flour mixture in and we're gonna alternate it with the buttermilk. So how's that look? Looking still pretty good?
Yes.
So I need 1 cup of buttermilk. So we're gonna alternate 1 cup of buttermilk. This is biscuit buttermilk, so you know it's good. This is just whole gourmet buttermilk. Put that back in the fridge. And we're going to alternate that with and the flour and this.
How much do you put in? A smidgen at a time?
I don't know. Let me see. I'm going to just try and put. Let's use this spoon here. Maybe half a cup at a time. Let's try that and see. Drop it back down. Lock it on. And I think the buttermilk, as the flour mixes, it'll start stiffening up. You see it how it is?
Yeah.
And then you add the buttermilk, and the buttermilk kind of keeps it from getting too thick. Kind of pouring the buttermilk in, let it mix. That looks pretty good, doesn't it?
Oh, it's good.
Excited. It's a surprise. It's a voyage. Of course, if it's a total, complete disaster, they'll never know, will they?
They'll never know.
Well, some people have said they would like to hear even the mess ups. I'm not sure why you would want to, other than but
Comedic value, perhaps.
yes, that could be it. Of course, you would get a good laugh, and I would too, probably. Yeah. So that's about another a third there. So maybe a third at a time, maybe. See, it's thickening up there again. Buttermilk. While that's doing that, I'm going to make another pass on this bowl here. All that chocolatey goodness. A little bit more. I can get some of that in there. Don't want to waste any chocolate.
Waste not, want not.
There you go. All right, we'll get the rest of this flour in here. Oh, that looks like cake batter, doesn't it?
Oh, yeah.
Now you got raw egg in there, so that was always the. Do you lick the mixer or not? You know, that's the question. Let me get this down from the side again. Now, while before I did this too, I'm talking. I got my oven. I preheated it to 350. So when we get this mixed, we're going to pour it. I've got my pan over here. I'm going to line the bottom of it with wax paper, and then I just coat it around the edge with Crisco, just Crisco around the edge there to keep it from sticking. This going here. Put the rest of this buttermilk in here. Stirring a little faster.
So good.
It looks good, doesn't it? We're almost done with this now. We'll just keep that going a little bit, keep stirring it. Now, what I'm going to do, I've got a separate mixer over here. What I'm going to do is I'm going to take my mixer, I'm going to beat these egg whites, and I'm going to make a kind of a meringue that we're going to fold back into the cake batter to make it. So this is just egg whites. This gets too loud. Oh, almost a catastrophe.
Did you lock it in?
Apparently not. There we go. I think that'll make the blooper reel.
I think so.
Just egg whites, you just put I got it on. Slowly work your way up. Beat these, working air into it. Just gonna fluff it up, and we want to beat it to where there's peaks.
It's a peak.
We're about to see. You've seen the top of pies, right? With the white meringue on it?
Yeah. Okay.
That's what.
Gotcha.
This is just fluffed up egg whites that will fold into the batter. See how it's starting to thicken up?
Yeah.
That's as high as it goes. It's my little bonsai tree there. See that?
Bonsai.
Got that for Christmas. You guys gave it to me back in 2017, right?
Yeah.
So it's still alive. I can't believe it. Been able to keep it alive.
It's the real miracle.
Yeah. See how it's thickening up like foam? Just working air into it. And when the peaks start, see how it that's a peak. See that?
Oh,
see how
okay.
it's sticking up like that?
Yeah.
It starts peaking up like that. That's what you're looking for. When it holds, it peaks. Okay? See that?
Yep.
Okay, so I'm going to take this over here. I think we're about done here. All right. Oh, yes. That looks tasty.
Looks like a frosty.
I know, right? It's like a chocolate surprise or something, huh? All right, so I've got, try to get this off of here. I have to work on that later, huh?
Yes.
All right, I'm gonna take this off. Put it over here where it doesn't get everything messed up. All right, now I'm gonna take my bowl off here, and I want to just take these egg whites, and I want to fold them. Let me wash this off. And I want to fold them into the cake batter. So that's gonna make it lighter. Basically adding air into the cake batter. So. Alright, so let's take these and we're basically just going to take some out and just fold it in. And once we get that folded in, we'll pour it in our cake pan and we'll chuck it in the oven. Alright.
Just fold it in mean just
stir it a little. Yeah, you just take this, then just fold it over and just folding it in. You're not stirring it in, you're just folding it over, just coming around the outside and laying it over. That's what I think it means. That's
what it sounds like.
Yeah. Just kind of get it to where it's all mixed in. I just sit down with a spoon and eat this, huh? Like cookie dough.
Got egg whites.
Cake batter. Yeah, that's true. It smells amazing. Is our smellometer on? Is
yes.
Our smellometer?
Smellometer is on.
Is it on full?
Smell vision's on full.
Okay, so get it close. Now, if you put your nose right up to your screen right now, is it on?
Yes.
Okay, we got a green light on the smellometer.
Yep.
So
you can smell
you should be smelling it right now, and it smells chocolatey and good. So hope you're enjoying that. Look at that. All right, so we're going to take this over here, and we're going to just pour it in. This is just a Pyrex cake. Well, I guess it's a casserole dish, but we use this for our sheet cake. Basically, not going to get real fancy with it. Probably just end up putting the icing right on top of it. We'll see how it turns out. So, nice rubber spatula here lets me get as much of this goodness as I can out of here. And just kind of spin it around and spread it out because it will rise a bit.
The egg.
Let's see. All right. Get it all?
Yeah, a little bit more in there.
There's always incentive to not get it all, right? Because you can just run your finger over it and get the rest, right?
Yeah.
So, I always loved that. Every now and then, Mom would let me and my sister lick the spoon or the beaters or whatever. She even sometimes would turn the beaters off. No, that's not true. So I think that's gonna get that.
That's good.
So 350 for 30 minutes, or when you put a toothpick in it and you stick it in and it comes out clean, then it's done. So we're gonna set the alarm for 30 minutes and the timer for 30 minutes going in the oven. And while this is cooking, we're gonna make our buttercream frosting. So we'll be back in a second. All right, welcome back. So now we're gonna make our frosting. It's a chocolate buttercream frosting. So we're gonna work on now. So I got a stick of unsalted butter that's been softened. Dumping it in our mixer here. Clamp it down. Eye protection's on. I'm just gonna start slow. Work it in. Kind of whipping it up a little bit. Now in the meantime, got half a bar of this German chocolate, the 48 cacao. So again, same grill. I'm not going to show you again, but we melted it. It's ready to go. I've got half a teaspoon of vanilla and a quarter teaspoon of salt. And again, I use that pink Himalayan salt again. And then I've got 4 cups of powdered sugar. So I'm going to beat the butter until it's soft for a little while. About 3 minutes or so. The chocolate's ready to go. And basically we're going to add in our vanilla and salt and the chocolate mixture. Gotta get that mixed in, and then we're gonna feed in the powdered sugar 1 cup at a time. So that's the idea. So our butter looks pretty good. It's all kind of mashed out. I'm gonna take it back slow here so we don't get splashing. I got my half a teaspoon of vanilla. Pour that right in there. Got my quarter teaspoon of salt. And then the chocolate's gonna go right in. Get this rubber spatula. I want to get all that chocolatey goodness out of here. It's kind of hot. Got my handy dandy apron here. Try not to get chocolate on it. I've managed to keep this apron relatively clean during this, that's a big accomplishment for me because usually I'm pretty messy cook. Scrape all that in there. All right, probably good. Back down in, lock. I've got 4 cups of powdered sugar. It's just regular old Walmart powdered sugar, or confectioner sugar. And we're going to just feed this in a cup at a time here. Mix in good. I'm going to put this in all the way, drop it back down in there. Careful with this. Keeping out of range. Scrape the sides down here a little bit. I think I might need to adjust this thing a little bit so it gets down to the bottom, which I think the screw on the side here does. You know?
Yeah.
scoop in here. Back down, lock, back at it. Now the beauty of this is we're going to get to actually taste this. That's starting to look like cake frosting there, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Smells chocolatey too. You got the smellometer going?
Yep. It's on.
4 cups of sugar, so you know is going to be
Sweet.
sweet. Okay, back off. Ooh. A big cup here. Back in, lock. Look at it past it, see what happens. We're at like warp speed now with the mixer.
You have to go to ludicrous speed.
Ludicrous speed. Okay, let's put in some more. I don't think we have enough sugar in, Polly. I think we need to.
I think we need more.
Let's just get all the
Just
rest
get
of
it
in
all,
there.
yeah. The rest of it.
Mama needs to get in here and cook dinner. She said, "Hurry." That, or she can't wait for the.
Just can't wait to taste it.
Could be that too.
Get it all in there.
So let's see how this works. Can't wait to lick that spoon. Lock, gauge.
Ooh.
Now, see how it kind of looks a little grainy? What I'm going to do now is I've got some whole milk, and I'm just going to put in a teaspoon at a time just to mix it in and smooth it out. Because it looks a little grainy from all the sugar. So a teaspoon at a time, mixing it in, see how that
A teaspoon or a tablespoon?
that's a tablespoon, sorry. Thanks, keep me straight. Now, again, you could probably go with some evaporated milk, if that's what you want to do. Also, look at that, see that? Thinking just a little bit more. Probably gonna do it. I'm gonna take it up to ludicrous speed. Now that is cool. I watch that all day. How about you?
Yeah. It's like Cowboy TV.
It is. Cook TV.
Cook TV.
Hope everybody can hear that. It's not too loud.
Hopefully.
It's like you want to pass along a critical piece of information. Now, don't forget, absolutely, that, and that's what I mean by that. Right?
Yeah, don't forget to do that, yeah. Very important.
That is, oh man. Okay, we're going to taste that.
Taste that.
All right, I'm going to get us spoons. Each our own. All right. So here, give me that. You go first.
All right.
You try it. Don't be telling me it needs pepper.
And it needs pepper.
All right.
That's sweet.
Is it good?
That's good.
Is it frosty? Kind of. It's not runny or anything, is it?
No,
No.
that's really good.
All right.
No.
All right. Here, let me try it here. Now that looks like chocolate ice cream, doesn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah. That's tasty. So we went with half a bar with the chocolate. What do you think? I think it's about right.
I think it's about right, yeah.
So any more than that would have been a little too much, I think. So half a bar of chocolate for that is a way to go. So, all right. So we'll come back. The cake has got probably a little bit longer to go. And then we got to let it cool. And so when we come back again, we'll put the frosting on the cake and then try a piece and we'll see how it goes. All right?
Sure.
See you in a minute. Hey, all right, so we finished up with the cake. So it ended up being about 45 minutes in the oven, not 30. 45 plus a little bit longer. But again, you really want to stick a toothpick in to make sure it's done. This cake with the meringue in it and everything else, it really, and that was something that that my wife was reminding me all the years we made that Mom always talked about too, is with that real light cake like that, the middle takes a long time to get set up. So just got to keep an eye on it. It worked out to about 45, 50 minutes. Took it out, let it cool down. Then it took a little spatula to make sure it kind of worked it around the edge. And again, I'm not going to turn this cake out. I'm going to leave it in this. If you're not going to take it out, if you're not going to turn it over on a wire rack or anything else, really there's no point putting wax paper down. It doesn't make any difference. So I've got the icing here. I'm going to just put this and layer it on the top. This buttercream, chocolate buttercream with German chocolate cake. Now my cake decorating skills, got Belle on the camera by the way, are subpar. So, but I'm gonna do my best here. So you could try some different flavors with the icing. So this is pretty much a chocolate overload cake here. You know, layer it or whatever. I'm gonna put this icing on and then I'm gonna let Benjamin come take a taste here, because we've been dying for this cake here. So. There, this big thick, lots of icing, big fan of icing. So please be kind and understanding when comments about my cake decorating skills here. So all right, cut a piece. Paul, you want a corner piece or middle side?
Doesn't matter.
All right, so cut into this nice corner piece. That's always the best. Okay. Try it and see what you think. How's the inside? It's all, is it fluffy? Yeah, it's fluffy on the inside. So see that? Get a shot of that on the inside.
It needs pepper.
It does not need pepper. What do you think?
That's really good.
Good?
Yeah.
Like that? Okay. All right, so that's German chocolate cake. Mom's German chocolate cake with a German chocolate or dark chocolate buttercream frosting. So, any questions?
No.
No? Tasty. So I hope you enjoy. Thanks for watching. I have all the directions down below. I'll also include a link. You'll probably see that popping up right now of Mom's German chocolate recipe from before, and then the directions and details down below and the details. So don't forget to hit like and subscribe. I appreciate it, and we'll see you next time. And this is Colonel signing off. Over and out.